Hello and welcome to my channel. My watercolor snacks arrived and I was so excited to get it that I basically said, okay, let's go, let's unbox it before I have to go to work. And I'm just having a little trouble opening it. It feels like it's super stuffed. Like I think there's paper right at the top. That might be causing a little issue. Yep. It is a giant paper. Okay. It's a watercolor pad by Canson. Ooh. Okay, so it's a 300 GSM, 140 pounds. Pure cotton, 12 sheets. 12 sheets, okay. And everything else is one of these bubbles. Giant bubble, but it's still in a bubble. Okay. Just going to take out the menu. We're going to put it on this side. Here's the sticker, which is really awesome. Ooh, and airheads, sort of like grape. We're going to be putting it by the candy jar because the candy jar is full. Okay. Ooh, super duper wrapped. It seems like there is something stuck. Okay. This is another way to do it. Still stuck to the bag. Aha! Got it. 3 brushes. Whoa. That is actually a good amount. So we have a Princeton Velvetouch round 4. So that's cool. So pretty good one. A Princeton round size 8. I actually really love using a size 8. And a Princeton Glacier. I don't know if it'll show up. Size 2. And the Glacier one is completely see-through. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I cleaned out room in my watercolor storage for this stuff. So it looks like P.H. Martin's Hydrus Fine Art Watercolor and Red Violet. And Turquoise Blue. And can't read that. Ultramarine. And Blue Aqua. Okay, very bluish one. And Payne's Gray. That's a very bluey palette right now. Just 3 mainly blues, a purple, and a gray. I mean, one of them will have a little bit of green in it. And here is the menu with all the stuff in it. And, okay. And then the back is talking about wet on wet technique. Which, I mean, pretty standard technique. I feel like it was one of the first ones I saw. So, well, first ones I learned. So I'm going to basically get set up for some artwork. I'm not going to talk during that portion, and I will see you on the other side. All right, so here is my final piece, this little UFO. I had no clue what I should make with this box, and then I was at work and someone had the old video game Space Invaders t-shirt on, and I was like, I could do sort of galaxy-esque type things, and that could be really cool. And what about a UFO? So that's where I ended up doing the UFO. I will say I struggled with doing wet on wet with hot pressed. I learned on cold press, so I know it takes more water to do it. And the issue I was having was, for some reason, when I was trying to do that part, my masking tape wasn't sticking. So it was a little bit of a struggle when I was trying to get enough water on there. But I decided, instead of a galaxy, I turned it more into just sort of a space storm. And one thing, I don't know if they'll show up on camera, is occasionally I'll be looking at a spot and it's almost like there's little bits of glitter in it. I find it very strange, but it keeps happening. But yeah, I think this was a really interesting box. One thing to keep in mind, even if the paints dry in your palette, they are reactivated, so you can go back later if you need to. And when I was testing, I was able to lift on at least a little bit on the colors, but then when I tried to make a star, I ended up covering it up with my initials. But when I try to make a star, nothing would lift, so it would definitely be needing some sort of white over top to be able to do the stars. And yeah, I mean, I did try doing a wet on wet with one color and then dropping another. That seemed to work better than the wet on wet I was trying to do, but you know what? It worked out. And on this Aliens planet, the purple is the light and the sun, so it's going up into the sky, and it has different colored lights on it as well. But yeah, this is going to last so long. I'm slightly concerned I will go bad before I can get through all of this. But like these are giant containers for what it is. The brushes are pretty good. I did enjoy using this brush as well as the Velvetouch and the little mini round 2. Oops. Didn't get as clean as I meant to. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. I got a little cleaner now. And so yeah, I think it's really interesting, the silver part, because you can see right through the other side. I don't know why they make them like that, but okay. I mean, we have all the same brand, 3 different ones, and definitely the 2 is fascinating. I think there's supposed to be different levels of the same one. For me personally, they all work very, very well. So in my subscription box comparisons, I normally look at the value of everything, and then I compare the values and how it's curated and everything. So I'm just going to start off with curation of this. This is a very cohesive palette. For me, it was a little bit of a struggle to think of what to do. That's where we have the randomness of a UFO. So for me personally, it's definitely not my go-to palette, but I can see why these colors were chosen together. It's colors that you can definitely incorporate into other things, which I do appreciate. And you have one cohesive palette if you wanted to. I mean, I cut up the paper and this is what I have left from that one page of paper. These are just swatches, but I can do mini paintings with this still. So if you are wanting to, because that's a quarterly subscription, for 3 months, do just this color palette and work on different things you can do with a limited color palette, you have a really good palette to do that with. It's very cohesive and works really well together. I liked the mixing of them. I didn't expand on the colors too much, but that was because I was trying to make more metallic steely colors and trying to make it seem like it is a metal ship. So I didn't push these colors to their boundaries, but you definitely could push the colors more for your boundaries. Having 3 brushes, honestly, these are all the brushes you need. I have a cup of brushes that is a little bit unnecessary. When in reality, if you only use watercolors and you're not worried about anything else, you need only 3 brushes. Like, majority of the painting I did with this 8, I probably could have gone away with only 2 brushes. I sort of used the 4 because it was there and I had it available. But a little 2 for detail and the 8 for the bigger areas works very, very well. I know I have done small detail with a very good 8 before. So for me, this is a very well curated box. Now keep that in mind because I feel like I do have to report on what was in the box and the value of it. So the box is $89 and with shipping you end up paying $96.99. The value that Art Snacks put it at was $108.90. Now, when I calculated it, I didn't get that much because when I found these brushes on Blick, this brush full price is a $23.45 brush. Right now on Blick, it's on sale for $9.86. So if you're wanting to recreate this box, the brushes are on sale. Go for it. I could not find these on sale. They were always full price. Every spot I checked, and actually I've looked at them before, and they've always been full price. Those definitely got a deal by getting this box. Just the brush prices that sort of brought things down a little bit. And so when I calculated out, definitely this was the hit to it. So Art Snacks says the value is $108.90. Because of the brushes being cheaper other places, because of a sale that's going on, I calculated $84.55 for everything in this box. That being said, I say there is a curation value on this box more so than some of other Art Snacks boxes. So do I say there's a little over $10 for curation here? Definitely. I would definitely pay over $10 for the curation of this box. Because honestly, I would have done much different brushes. I've had less expensive brushes work very well, but this was very fun to use. And definitely having someone go and pick 3 different brushes from the same company in 3 different lines, it was sort of nice to try out different ones, because you can say, okay, I really liked this one and the Glacier one. Well, if you really like those 2, you can get more of those 2. So that's why I was saying the curation value of this box, I would definitely pay over $10 for the curation of it, because otherwise I would have never tried these brushes. I've already tried Velvetouch from subscription boxes, but I was like, okay, I've tried that one. I wouldn't need to try these others. So it got me to try it. So that's where I think the value of this box definitely was worth it. If you want to recreate it, you can get the brushes on sale. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. In a couple days, my regular art snacks will be arriving, and also Scrawler Box unboxing will be coming out soon. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.